your wedding day. Such memories. Your smiling face, the love in her eyes, promising of a lifelong journey of understanding and support. So what the fuck happened? You out the house, she got the car, and you're recovering on your homeboy's couch, or even worse, in your parents' basement. Life after marriage is not something most men are prepared for. Many don't even talk about the issues that affected what was supposed to be one of the best things that ever happened. What now? How does your life start over? It's time to talk about it. The Lame Show starts now.
Welcome to the
Yes,
Lame
sir.
Show. It's the Life After Marriage Ends podcast, the only show for the male perspective. Hit the horn for me. We're your co-hosts. My man Daniel, what's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
My man Drew, what up, Drew?
Yo, what's up?
And the resident feminist in the house, my main man Jamal, what's up, brother?
What's up? Here to tell the truth.
Tell the truth. And my man Key, what up, Key?
What's good? What's good?
And me, Goran. So listen, the fellas is going to dive into a topic that's going to hit home around this time of year. Something that, all you ladies I know want to know about. And that's how the fellas are celebrating the holidays after divorce. Right? I mean, let's jump into it. We got a couple of big holidays coming up, right? We got Thanksgiving on the rise. We got Christmas on the rise. We got New Year's on the rise. Some of us might be celebrating Kwanzaa. We may have different traditions. And post-divorce, some of those traditions change drastically, right? And, things are different now. So let's talk about it. So let me start with my man D Wright, then I'm gonna come to Drew about, how you guys celebrate your holidays post-divorce. D Wright, talk to us.
Well, I can think about the first one was rough. I think I called Jamal the first one when I realized I wasn't invited over for Thanksgiving.
So post-divorce, no turkey for you?
I was like, yo, she chose a side and you ain't on it.
I was rough. But after that first one, you kind of get used to it, The cool thing is, well, I think it's cool anyway, is that in the Latin culture, they celebrate on the 24th and we celebrate on the 25th. So it never really became an issue for me.
So you're talking Christmas?
Oh, yeah, on Christmas.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So Thanksgiving was awkward.
It's still awkward because one year you have them and the other year you don't. It's different when someone's missing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So Drew, how have the holidays changed since you've been divorced?
Thanksgivings are tough because Thanksgivings, the way we have it set up is every other year, odd year, even year. So this year, fortunately, I'm going to have them this year. But like Daniel said, for Christmas time, it's easy because they're usually with their mom on Christmas Eve, and then I get them Christmas Day. So that's not that bad.
Gotcha. Okay. Maul, how you celebrating the holidays?
Well, with me having children with two women, it's not as bad as it's not bad for me because on Thanksgiving I have my pick and they're cool with me going to either household. So and on Christmas I bring all the kids together. So it hasn't been an issue for me. If I wanted to make one, if I wanted to be an asshole, be like, I'm taking the kids this year and you can't. I know for my 3 of the kids I have with one woman, it's better for them to be with her on Thanksgiving because they have all their cousins there. And on Christmas they're all together. So the holidays aren't bad for me. It's just expensive. That's the bad part. 4 kids is mad expensive. It's like everybody's getting Mattel. They getting toys and shit. Nothing else.
Gotcha.
Jamal got 2 meats.
2
Yeah.
meats, 2 dinners. Key,
2 dinners.
Yeah,
how's the
I
holidays
got-
change for you?
I usually stick to one. I don't go to both places. So Thanksgiving,
Oh, wow.
I'm either at one place or the other, and then on Christmas they together. And
Okay.
I've had to work a few holidays, so it's never been a rough patch for me. But I know it is for some men.
Right. Key, what's your perspective?
Yeah, so early on, it's been a while since we've been divorced and separated and so on and so forth. But early on, a lot of those holidays we kind of still, kind of shared, like even though we were, kind of going our separate ways, her mom was, kind of the spot for Christmas. So like, we would kind of just all kind of show up over there and still do it. But, she's involved with someone now, and once somebody else comes in, shit gets a little awkward and it's just weird. So now it's like Thanksgiving, again, as everyone else kind of spoke on, is alternating years. So one year she's with me, and next year she's with her mom and the family down there doing what they do. And then for Christmas, I normally get her on Christmas Eve. And the thing that started to change is I would get on Christmas Eve, and then, we get up in the morning, have some breakfast, or, it's open gifts. Well, that Christmas morning is starting to shrink for me, because now it's like earlier and earlier she wants to get my daughter. She's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what? I'm like, wait, like we got to get up and open gifts. She's like, yeah, but it's my day. And I'm like, what the fuck? So it's a battle. It seems Christmas. Thanksgiving is kind of set in stone, and it's just, every other year it is what it is, right? But Christmas, everybody wants to be with the one child on Christmas Day. So it's a little bit of a challenge, but I'm fighting a good battle.
Yeah. So same, like just like all of you, for me, we all have kind of very similar arrangements, right? I guess it's pretty standard in the post-divorce world is you share, children, right? It's, you don't fight over them. Whether it's splitting the day in itself or alternating years. But the big thing for me, the hard part about the holidays was that was the time where we really spent a lot of time with family, right? Whether it was just us together or we went and visited family and friends. So it was always the big time of year that we would all get together. So after divorce, even though the kids would come over, there still was this empty feeling that just everybody wasn't there, right? Everybody wasn't present. There were people missing.
Yeah.
Whether it was Thanksgiving, Christmas, or even New Year's, to that. We always kind of celebrated, some of the holidays with as many people as we could.
Right.
And with families kind of living in a little bit different states, different locations, and us living, out of state for a lot of years, we made choices of like, all right, we're going to go here this year, we're going to go there next year, just to make sure we kind of spread the love around between both sides of the family. So logistically, it works. Our co-parenting arrangement works, but emotionally, the holidays are tough, and they are still tough for me too, because not that it's a trigger, but it's just a reminder that what once felt like a family tradition or a family holiday has been altered or been changed. And there's a new normal. There's a new tradition. So let's talk about that really quick.
Is there any guilt that you're putting, like you guys couldn't get it together, so now you're subjecting your children to celebrating in separate households?
No guilt
think
for
so.
me. Nah, I don't feel guilty.
Kia, you feel guilt?
I don't feel guilt, but I mean, well, okay, so I've been separated since my daughter was like 3 years old. She's going to be 13 in about 2 weeks. So this is her normal, right? And she's very, very used to it. She's used to the separate households. She's used to the schedule. She's even used to the back and forth. And it doesn't really, it doesn't affect her. It really doesn't. Like she's like, hey, am I with you this year or no? You know what I mean? Like she just rolls with it. So, but you know, I mean, those years when you don't have it, right? Like on Thanksgiving, you know, it's like, you know, you kind of, you wish you did, you know what I mean? But it's like a whole holiday, a big, you know, kind of family holiday tradition, whatever, you know, the most important person in my life is just not there, you know? So you know, it's a rough feeling. And then, you know, kind of to my point about Christmas Day, you know what I mean? Like my daughter's leaving at, you know, the crack of dawn or early in the morning on Christmas Day. So then the rest of Christmas Day, when, you know, it's usually about the kids, you know, my daughter's gone, you know. Me and my pops are smoking cigars and, you know, just chilling. but no kids, no kids in the house. So it's different.
Have you ever thought about pushing back on that and saying instead of coming at 8 o'clock?
Yeah, I push back every year.
Day,
every
early
year
pickup.
I push back. No, I'm like, yo, like we got to get up and we got to open gifts. You know, we got to do this. So 11:30. 11:30 is the earliest. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
that's fair.
Yeah, I don't fall for the early morning thing. But she's tried it. She's like, hey, can I pick her up at 9 in the morning? And I'm like, nah. I said, we got to open gifts. So I said, I'll bring her. I'll meet you halfway or whatever. And, you know, I'll get it to you by like 11:30.
Yeah, she not even,
something like that. You know what I mean? Because I'm not.
Yeah, she's not even getting up till 9. So what the hell fuck you mean?
Yeah. I'm walking her out the house in a pajamas. Like, here's your gifts. Bye. So nah, I don't. I still push back every year about the early mornings. But every year it seems like she's asking for earlier. Like, hey, would you mind if I pick her up at 8? I'm like, no. So that becomes a little tension. You know what I mean? But you know, her parents are not together either. So she's got to do like 2 separate, you know, kind of individual Christmases. So she feels like she's on the clock from the minute she gets up too. So I understand her point because I've been there when we were together. You know, her grandmother, we had to do like 3 Christmases when we were down at her parents' house. It was mom's Christmas, dad's Christmas, and grandma's Christmas. So I understand what she's going through, but at the same time, you know, now that things are the way
that makes
they are,
sense though. I never saw it from that perspective.
Yeah, it was 3 separate households, bro. It was nuts. Go to her dad's house, have breakfast. Then we go to grandma's house, and she's trying to feed us, and we're still full from breakfast. And then go to her mom's house, and it's like dinner time, and we opening gifts. It was kind of, you know, kind of crazy.
My situation is crazy as well, but in a different way. But I still spend the holidays with my exes, where I've gotten one mom is cool with just handing all of the direction of what direction we going on the holidays to me, and while one other mom is just on it when it comes to holidays. Like that's her thing. That's her happy time of the year. So what I do with one mom is Christmas Eve, we're with my second youngest, and we open our door. We're going to do this year. We're going to open her gifts on Christmas Eve and at midnight. Then I'll drive so she can be with her siblings Christmas morning. And then we'll open gifts with the other mom and all of the other kids so they're all together. So there is some happiness if you can come to an agreement, and if you know your exes don't hate your ass, you can really try to do something. Because when you put the kids first, that's when I think it all comes out well. Because if most kids want to see their parents together on the holidays, they don't want to have to go place to place to place. So we keep that in mind, and that's what we do. But I definitely I don't put the moms together. That's gonna be Jerry Springer.
That's different. That's different. Yeah, but that's a good point, because a lot of therapists and, you know, psychologists and sociologists talk about the elephant in the room or the ghost in the room, and usually that's the kid's perspective, right? There's a feeling that the kids have about this new holiday tradition, and everyone kind of feels it, but no one really addresses it. So I want to go around real quick. I'll start with you, D. Right? Are there any ghosts or elephants in the room with your new, you know, holiday traditions that, you know, need to be addressed or haven't been addressed? Or, you know, is there any kind of weird feelings that are out there of you know, this is kind of awkward?
I think it's the new normal, and it's a work in progress. What I really try to do is I just try to stay engaged. Ask some questions and really open up, so he knows that I'm here. I'm here to listen. It has to be a different feeling, especially from his perspective. His parents were together, Christmases, Thanksgiving, all the holidays, and now it's different. Um, and I can't really say that I understand because I didn't grow up like that.
Right.
So there is some guilt there.
Okay. And what
I'll say
about
that.
as both of you start new relationships, right? I mean, how do the children feel about spending potential holidays, in different households with different people?
That's a good question. A lot of times when I try to ask my son about how he feels, he's good at changing the direction of the conversation.
Ah.
He'll be like, "Dad, man, that's kind of heavy right now. let's just lighten the mood a little bit."
Redirect.
I'm like, "I love you, man." The redirect. So, he really doesn't say what he feels.
Gotcha.
I have a question for you guys. Like, would you guys go in with your exes to buy a great gift for the kid? I know I
Yes.
do. I
Yes.
was like, yo, so what we getting them this year? And then if it's something
No,
like
yeah,
massive, like that's over 1,000 or something like that, you can buy. But who
Yeah.
wants it? Where does the kid open it though? Do you guys
Ooh.
argue over that?
Oh.
Yeah,
No,
that becomes
it's
the
got to
issue.
be a
Like, why you
joint
gotta open it at
opening.
your house?
It's got to be
Why
a
you gotta
joint
open it?
opening. It ain't gonna be at
It
her
gotta
house.
be-
It ain't gonna be.
That's right.
It's got to be a
You
joint
gotta
Yeah,
meet
nah,
opening.
we-
somewhere.
Now we both got
Yo,
we
it is
both
what
gotta
it
get the
is.
love for that.
You gotta get the love both of you.
Oh, facts. Facts.
Like,
a
why
fucking
we gotta park the
PlayStation?
car at your house? Why we can't park it in my house?
It don't matter where
Let's
we
go
park
to the
the car
park.
at, but
I want to
that
show you
gift
something.
that gift gotta be open together.
What'd you say, Drew?
I said it don't matter where the cars are parked, but that gift gotta be open together.
That's a fact.
we both gotta get the love for that. And
That's a fact.
I don't want the second round.
Yeah.
I want the first round hug, not no second
Fact.
round hug.
Yeah.
I don't want that
Facts.
4 hours later hug. I don't want that
Right.
shit.
You don't
You
want
know
that.
what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
got-
that
don't forget
residual.
to
That
thank your
residual.
father.
When the shit done worn down a little bit, like, oh,
It's
thanks,
like-
Dad.
Yeah,
Like,
4 hours later, that hug don't hit the same 4 hours later.
yeah, the PlayStation 5 is at your mom's house, but you got the gift cards. And you be like, oh, gift card. And then when you go to the mom's
thanks,
house, the PS5
Dad.
come out and you're like, oh, thanks. Oh my God. Can I put it in my room? It's like they forget all about you. So that's a negotiation. With the big gifts, got to be negotiated.
It ain't no
Absolutely.
negotiating. We going half on this. It's half everything. We half on everything. The celebration, the
So-
gifting.
Or don't open that shit till I get there.
So,
Facts.
Kia, you're getting your daughter tickets to the Drake concert. Where did she get those tickets?
She ain't
Your
going to
house,
no
the
goddamn
ex's
Drake
house, or
concert.
grandma's house.
She
What you
ain't going to
talking
no
about?
goddamn Drake
All the kids want
concert.
to see Drake.
Shut up.
Yes, I'll go instead of her. I like Drake.
Well, you go then.
But
You buy the tickets.
so let's say somebody, Justin Bieber, if she was like, who she like? Somebody that's massive that she wants to see in concert. Is the tickets getting opened at your house, the mom's house, or grandma's house?
Who paid for them?
Both of you.
Both of y'all paid.
Then we opening them together.
At whose house?
I don't know who house. Like I said, when the baby's being
What's your
handed
vote?
off.
Is it for your house?
No. I tell her. Let me answer. When the baby's being handed off like this. All right, baby, I love you. But before you go, me and your mama wanted to give you this. Bang! Like that. There it is. So
That's
that
pretty
morning
smooth.
of,
Okay, so
that
check this
morning
out.
of, when you doing
Hold
the
on.
exchange of the. Go ahead. Go ahead, Drew.
The question is, who gets to go to the concert with her? Who goes to the concert with her?
I ain't going to no goddamn Justin Bieber concert. Her mama could go.
Yeah, I don't think that's a fight. I don't think-
If it's the Knicks game, you going though.
Like,
Facts.
Oh, hell
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
Hell
for-
yeah.
Yeah.
like for
Shit, I'll go
for
to a
example,
Liberty
this
game.
year
I don't
I'm
give a
gonna
fuck.
buy my ticket. I'm gonna get my daughter tickets to Jagged Little Pill. It's a musical on Broadway, and I'm gonna give her the option to take me, her mom, or whoever she wants to take. Now I want to see it. I want to see it myself, but if she doesn't take me, I'm not gonna feel bad. If she takes her
Yes,
mother,
you will.
I'm not gonna feel bad. No,
You
I
gonna feel
wouldn't.
salty.
So
No,
so
I
real
just-
quick.
Salty.
I'll go myself.
He said you're gonna be salty.
Yeah.
No,
So, yo,
no.
yo, yo, let's-
Jamal gonna sit in the row behind him, screw face in the back of her head, like,
No.
yo, why you
Yeah.
ain't pick me?
No, I can't. You know what? This is
Foiled again.
this is gonna sound very, very alky-ish, but I can't drink if I go with my daughter to the musical. I can't sneak over and
True.
get. You have to be a protector when you take your kids to concerts and shows. So you
Facts,
can't
facts,
have
facts.
fun as an adult when you're going with your child. You gotta be lookout, see if anything happens, something look like it's about to erupt. You're in protective mode. When you go with a date or with another adult, it's all about, get me a Long Island and a vodka cranberry when you come back.
And keep them coming.
And keep them coming.
Keep
Exactly.
coming.
But yo, let's jump into something really quick that you said, Maul. So why wouldn't you just buy 3 tickets and you, her, and the kid goes?
Ooh.
Because
Bang bang.
that's $2,000.
Ooh.
That's why. It's like,
All right,
I'm not,
but, you know,
it's a lot of money. So
money aside, so if you had it,
Oh, if I had it, okay. If I
If
had
you-
it,
so-
yeah,
so
I would.
what
I
I'm
would
trying
do-
to
I
get-
would
you-
ask them if you want to go. Like I got my daughter ticket. Her first concert was Alicia Keys. I got 3 tickets, but I told her mother to go, and I told her to take a cousin. I didn't need to go, so there were I would put myself on the back burner rather
So
than
more. I got a question for you.
ask for 3 tickets. Yeah.
Okay, so you buy 3 tickets and you like, yo, take your mom and whoever else you want to take. But she takes her mom and her mom's new boyfriend.
You a dirty nigga.
That's fucked up.
That's violation. That's damn. I would feel violated.
You're more you muted. You muted.
You're muted,
Unmute your mic, Jamal.
You
You're
muted.
muted.
brother.
Unmute your mic, Maul. I need to
Um,
hear your response.
Yeah. I wouldn't care. You know who you told to.
Yeah, I
wouldn't
knew you
care.
wouldn't care.
It's
I'm gonna
about her
ask one of
enjoy-
these other dudes, man,
It's
because
about-
you don't give a fuck.
It's about her enjoy. It's about her enjoyment. So if she feels she's gonna have a good time, and she perhaps wants to see her mom have a good time with her new man instead of
Okay,
me
Maul, forget
in
it.
the-
I
in
don't
the-
know
in
why I
that
asked
third
you.
seat,
I don't know why I
I'm
asked
cool
you.
with
This
it.
would have been so much better if I would have asked Andrew.
Come on, man.
Andrew,
You know
same
I'm a
question.
hippie. It's all love, baby.
Andrew, same
Listen,
question.
What Jamal said is right, but I'll be tight. Don't violate me like that. You should, the hell is wrong with you?
I
Jamal
shouldn't
said
have
is
asked
right.
Jamal. That would have come off so much better if I would have asked you or one of you guys, any of you guys, but not Jamal. I shouldn't have given that one to Jamal. My bad.
Now, check this out. If it's somewhere I want to go,
Oh, okay.
I would just buy my own ticket. Like I said, it's about her experience or about his experience. It's like if he wants mom and mom's new friend to go, that's cool. I'm okay with that. The experience is it's for my child, and if that's going to give them a greater memory to be there with their mom and her new friend, cool, do that, because I know I'm going to get the praise regardless. Like most kids give you your praise anyway when they're adults, so I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that back.
So,
So you
real
gotta
quick,
wait till
let's
they
go
get
around
adults?
the room.
So
What
real
if-
quick, before you start that though, so it wouldn't bother you that they would want that memory and not you there?
I already got the memory. You know what? You know what my memory is?
That you paid for it,
What?
right?
Look
That's the
on their
memory.
face when they saw the ticket. Exactly.
Oh.
Oh my God! Are you serious? Are you serious?
Daddy!
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God! Thank you, Daddy. Thank you. That's mine right there. That's mine.
That's true. That's true.
Okay. All right.
I'm
Go ahead.
killing
Go
you,
ahead, G. Go ahead, G.
No, so
were
so
you
what
gonna
I was
say?
what I was trying to get out, what I was trying to pull out, of everybody is, why do the holidays have to be separate? Has anyone sat down and started to think about having joint holidays? And the reason I say that is this, right? So growing up, we used to, as a kid, my mom and dad together, still together. So I don't know what it's like to have to, pack up and go and share holidays. But what I have seen is, my grandfather be very inclusive in the holidays, right? So we would always go to my grandfather's house. And I'm talking about my mom's dad. And he would invite anybody and everybody over to eat, whether it was Thanksgiving or Christmas. And that included his son's ex-wives and girlfriends. So there were many holidays, whether it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, or New Year's, where we would be there as a family, my immediate family, my cousins would be there, and then my uncle's ex-girlfriend would be there, or current girlfriend would be there. An ex-wife would be there, or maybe both ex-wives would be there. So he had an example of an inclusive environment, regardless of relationship status. And it was pretty cool because everyone was able to come together and get along for the holiday.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm trying to pull out of you guys is, why do we have to have it the way we have it set up today? Are we just comfortable doing it that way, or do we think it's the better way to do it?
I think it depends on the individual. I think if you consider your ex a friend, yeah, you can do it. You can have that conversation. Like all of my ex, they're friends. I have no heat for them. I have no venom for them. That's all love. So if they want to come through or they want to do a joint, I'm all for that. I'm going to be drunk through the whole thing anyway. So I'm going to be happy.
So have you made plans to have invite everybody over for like a holiday?
Not with these two. Nah.
We don't want no cops called.
Right. But there was a time where there was one woman, the woman before the one I'm with now. I'm not trying to use names, but there was a time where both women came to Christmas and Thanksgiving, and we hung out, and everybody was cool. But like now that I'm not with either mothers of my children, like we're gonna be spending it together. This year Thanksgiving, she elected not to come with me this Thanksgiving, but I'm gonna spend Christmas with the other one. So I can do that easily. It's like, just because we're not romantically involved, don't mean that I don't have love for you.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely, and plus, kids like to see their parents cool and chilling and not arguing. They want to see us not arguing. So if they could see us smiling and having fun and opening gifts, and then it's like, hey, I got this for you. Like, do you guys plan to get your exes anything? I am. Not nothing like I usually do, but I'm gonna get them something.
Well,
There's a silence. Like,
yeah. Before you answer that, I want to hear Drew and Danielle and Kier's perspective on, spending together time as an extended family.
Mixing it up.
I'm okay with it.
Have you made plans to do it?
Have I made plans? No, we haven't made plans to do it, but I'm okay with it.
Have you extended the invitation?
No.
Does she know you feel that, doing a joint holiday would be cool with you?
No.
You're getting the male perspective, ladies and gentlemen.
I haven't had that conversation.
D-Right, what about you? You got any plans to do a joint holiday? He put the crickets on.
Hey, we're not done with Drew. We're not done. Hey, why haven't you extended the invitation, Drew?
There's no reason. There's no reason why I haven't done it. I just haven't done it.
And how would you feel? How would your new current situation feel about that?
Oh, honestly, she would think it's weird, but she wouldn't say anything because she knows. My co-parenting situation is good. She actually envies it.
Oh, okay. Would you accept her old situation coming back and doing the same?
Wait, what?
Would you accept?
Say it again?
Would you accept her old situation?
Doing? Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Okay. Go on. Who we hitting on?
I ain't
Who
that
jumping
jealous.
next?
Shit.
We're going to D right next. Let's go D right.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get him.
Let's
D
go.
right.
The people want to hear the male perspective, D right.
Yes.
Are we doing joint Christmases?
Yeah, listen,
No.
this is the first a joint holiday. We got
Yes.
3 of them. You got Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's coming up.
Uh-huh.
You guys are a closer proximity now. So logistics will be a lot easier. You guys getting together at the restaurant for dinner. Are you inviting everyone over and you'll do that? You'll do Thanksgiving at your place, come over for breakfast and Christmas, or come over
That's
and
a good
celebrate the
question
New
for
Year
you, D,
together.
right?
Talk to us.
Yeah, that's a good
Talk to
question
us.
for you. It's possible.
Son, are you inviting them over to the new spot you about to buy?
I don't think I'm there yet.
Okay. Thank you for the honesty. So that means
I don't think.
But why? Why
think-
aren't you there yet?
oh
I
yeah,
think
get him,
because-
Keith, get him.
I think for me, the energy's different. I think when we're around each other, the energy is just not the same as it was. I can't put my finger on it, but it's uncomfortable.
So you feel uncomfortable?
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. I mean, just not the same energy. So why would I sit there, you know what I mean, and not be myself? I mean, I could be myself, but it's just I'm not ready for that yet.
That's honest, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people listening who aren't ready for that either.
So does that
Mhm.
mean you're also not ready for her? When you are ready, can she bring her new man with her? Or that's going to take some time too.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time.
Jamal,
Now,
you
does that
dirty
go either way?
motherfucker.
So you're not going to do any invitation. Are you going to accept an invitation if one comes your way?
Great question.
Damn, y'all niggas is some dirty.
I don't know. I mean, I would consider it. I don't know.
Got this nigga on the ropes.
Are you giving her a gift this year?
I always give the mother of my child a gift.
Okay. T, what
Yeah.
about you?
But
Hold on. D's not finished.
Yeah, but it's like I said, I think when we're around each other now, the energy is different. I can't put my finger on it, and if I sense it, I feel like my child senses it. So, I'll let them have their time, and then when it's my time, I enjoy it.
Yeah, that's what a lot of psychologists and sociologists call the ghost in the room. Is there something that just doesn't feel right that hasn't been addressed
Mhm.
yet? So
Cool.
all right. So Key,
We now direct our attention to Kia.
Yo,
what's your perspective on this? You giving out invites or you accepting invitations to the holiday party?
absolutely. I'm accepting invites and giving invites if necessary. I got a great relationship with my ex's family. Really, really great. I mean, yesterday was Halloween. I was over her sister's house. We did trick or treating in the neighborhood. It was good. I love her family. And when we first got separated, the like you said, the elephant in the room, everyone knows we're separated now. I'm living in a different spot. But I was still getting the invites, you know what I mean? Like I was still going to her mom's for either Thanksgiving or Christmas or both. And my mom, because my mom was, down in NYC at the time. So when she would come up, we'd go over to her mom's house and we'd do that. But at some point, something changed. I don't know if it was my ex's, new relationship or whatever. But it's just the energy, like Danielle said, energy did change. So we kind of backed off from that and we stopped doing it. But would I accept it today? Like if it was like, hey, my mom wants you to come down for Christmas or whatever. Absolutely, I'd be there. I'd be there in a heartbeat. It would be fine, for me. Where I stand right now and what's going on, I think it would be great. So yes, I'm down for it. And to your point, Goran, going back, my grandmother over on Springfield Boulevard over there, she was the big person that did that. She had everybody over for Thanksgiving. It was like 300 people hanging out at the house on Thanksgiving. Different relationships, different everything. Everybody was family. and that's a good feeling, especially around the holidays. So I'm down for it. Absolutely.
So
That's
Key,
cool.
so
Yo.
Key, the new bay cut the water off. No more invite for you.
Huh? Yeah, I don't know.
I said
Something
the new bay
changed. I
cut
don't
the
even
water
remember.
off. No more
I'm
invite
being
for you.
honest. No, I'm being honest, Drew. I do not remember what happened, but something changed, and it is what it is. I don't know if it was a new man in her life because but something changed, and it was just different, and it was what it was. I did mine separate, and at this point in time, we're still kind of holding firm on the separate holidays and what have you, but it's it is what it is, man. We're not married no more, so it is what it is. Whichever way it comes, I'm down for it. I think the joint holidays are cool. If the logistics work and we can make it happen, I'm absolutely down for it. If not, I'm down for that too. So it really doesn't matter to me.
You know what? I want to jump back in.
Go for it.
I think something joint in an open space would be cool.
Like a restaurant.
You just don't want to be at
Maybe
her house,
restaurant,
but if you
or like
if you had a
some-
restaurant, okay, I got you.
I don't want to be on their turf, just in behind the lines. You know what I mean? Just because think about
Did
it.
you say
Men-
behind
you have to
enemy
be
lines?
mentally ready for that.
Mm.
You said behind the
enemy
lines.
Stop
I didn't say
lying.
enemy lines. I said the bro.
Yeah.
My bad. I didn't throw that
We
enemy
be
out
watching
there.
it.
That's me. I'm sorry.
We be
Nah, but I
watching
get it.
Newsman. This just in. Black man whips ass in Olive Garden parking lot. Like, what
Remember,
the
this
fuck?
is Florida, bro.
Like-
Everyone carry
You're
that
like,
here.
yo, what the fuck? Don't D-Bay living in that Olive Garden. He's shooting shit up.
Nah, they don't do fair ones in Florida, kid.
No, they
Everybody got
don't.
that
They don't do
line.
fair
Everybody
ones
got
in
the
Florida.
nine of them. But yo,
This
I
guy
got
told me
a
that was-
question. If your ex is dating someone and they want to buy your child an extravagant gift, think of whatever is extravagant to your child on Christmas Day. Do you need to approve that gift?
No,
No.
Why?
Goran took a deep breath. Hold on.
He
got to qualify.
it's a
No, that was
so
me.
it's a Christmas
That
gift.
was See that?
Yeah, I'm
So
not.
it's a Christmas gift.
I'm not regulating nobody's gift.
What about you, Goran? What about you, D? Right?
So I'll go, then I'll flip it over to you, D. Right? No, I don't want to regulate gifts unless, as an example, and this is just hypothetical situation. Let's say that there was something that I've always wanted to gift to my children, but I wasn't able to do, whether that's monetarily, time, whatever it was. And then this person found out that this is something that, my child wanted, and they had the resources to give it. I'd be hot. So
Why?
as
feel
that
nigga,
example,
Step
I
your
think-
game
feel
up. Get
that.
your money up. Get your money up.
No,
Get
it's,
your money
you know,
up.
You guys talked about like the Justin Bieber concert.
Go get an
right?
extra
Your own
shift.
kid.
Go get an
Get
extra
your own
shift.
kid.
If
Go
she
get
wanted
an
a Justin
extra
Bieber
shift.
concert and I couldn't pull it off, if she wanted a trip to Europe and I couldn't pull it off, if she
Get an extra
wanted,
shift.
something I couldn't pull
Or
it
treat
off,
your
but
own
this
kid.
other person could, I'd be tight about that. I'd be like,
Nah.
nah, you gotta wait on that.
You a hooper. Step your game up.
Yo, let me hear D-Bay's response. 'Cause I think I know what's This motherfucker said, "Get your own kid."
Nigga said what? He said what? This nigga bought you Drake tickets? Man, fuck them Drake tickets and rip that shit right up.
Hey, wait, before we
Yo,
go, D, right?
kid.
G, would you burn them first row Drake ticket seats and then buy the upper deck joints that you could afford and be like, all right, fuck it. But I told you I was gonna take you to the Drake concert.
Exactly.
Your daughter be like, Dad, how dare you?
They'd be like,
Yeah,
baby,
that's
I
a
got
funny
seats
shit.
up top.
Yo,
Come on, we're going up top right
like,
now.
Dad, with all due respect, So and so had better seats. These seats is bullshit.
D was like, you unappreciative
Wow.
bitch. You better take these other decks.
Yeah. My
D
nose
be
is
like,
bleeding.
what? Yo, shut
Baby,
your
come on, we
mouth,
going
you
up-
little fucker. You going with
We
me.
We got 1477Z. Come on, we going up top. Come on, baby. Don't worry, I got binoculars.
Dad,
I got binoculars for you, baby.
Dad, we behind the goddamn stage. I can't see shit.
Binoculars.
Yep. Nah, you can't take it if a parent-child experience. If somebody else steps in and
Yeah,
robs
it's
you of that
tough.
experience, that cuts
Yeah,
deep.
that's-
That cuts deep. Now, listen, part of it is granted because of the divorce, right? I mean, there's a lot of people who stick it out to avoid moments like that, right? Like, so playing devil's advocate is like, all right, you don't want those moments, you should have never got divorced. But, hopefully that situation is very rare, but I'm pretty sure there's people out there who have experienced something like this. I'm just sharing my perspective. I'm saying, hell no, you can't go.
Wow. You be like,
The hell no, you can't go.
You can't go. That ain't home for me. That'd be like, damn. You about to get through.
Say with your chest.
You about
Say
to
with
get
your
the
chest.
H word, G. Like,
Nigga,
Daddy, I hate you.
Daddy, I
She going
hate
to that
you.
concert on the weekend. You don't have her. They going to that concert on the weekend. You don't have her. You don't even know if she going or not.
Right. That's
Yeah,
true. That's the
that's
other thing.
true.
You don't even know, right? I mean,
Oh
so-
man.
go ahead, D. Right? What's your take on it?
D right look triggered over there.
First of all, I don't trust nobody around my kids. So, extravagant, really? I mean, I look into it. I wouldn't be a hater up front, but I'd want to know, like, is this genuine? You know what I mean?
Hey,
Nigga, the
it's-
tickets is real, bro.
Yeah, real tickets, plane ticket, Airbnb, whatever it is, they got it. They got a timeshare. Nah, yeah, you guys can go to Paris and spend a week in my timeshare. Go for it. Merry Christmas.
Mm.
I see it as a direct threat.
To
It's
what?
a threat, bro,
A threat to what?
to my relationship with my son.
How?
Come on, bro. You trying to wine and dine a little kid?
I don't see it that way. I don't see it that way. I just see it as the person trying to make your kid happy. Is it,
He
and
said
isn't-
fly him out to his chateau in France.
With the mom?
he said, ain't
Mhm.
nobody said chateau. Where you get chateau from?
It could just be a room in a cottage.
So we just gonna hate on niggas with chateaus now?
Bro, go find your own kid, man. Find your own
Yeah.
kid.
He said,
Leave
"Find
my kid
your own
alone.
Yeah.
We going to Coney Island.
You know.
He got a stepkid now. He got a stepkid now. How you want to treat him? Different
But-
than everybody else?
But you know what's different? Like, I think for men, we would have a problem with the gifts. The moms would have a problem with the dish. So if that mom is used to making that kid's favorite dish and that new person happens to make it a little bit better than the other
don't
one.
like
Like,
your
for
shit no
example,
more.
Mike, she makes the best pancakes. Like, she makes crunchy pancakes. If there was someone that, say my child didn't like crunchy pancakes and they just like a different type of IHOP style pancake, I think moms would feel that rather than a gift. Like, what? You don't want mama's cooking no more? Nah,
Mhm.
dad's new girlfriend. She makes the best so and so. And they were like,
Oh yeah, you start cooking for I get it. I get it.
That's what we be like, hey, no, you don't want the roast con pollo or the pernil dynamic. Well, nah, well, she does it differently, like, and it just tastes so good.
She said this is not good for me.
Arroz con pollo.
right, like this is not good for me. I'm gonna clog my arteries.
You see?
And
See?
then
And then
mama
she
be
gonna be
like,
like,
"What?"
yo,
Tell that bitch to shut the fuck up.
exactly. That's why I feel the way I feel, son.
Fire.
Oh, that's classic. That's a great way. That's a great way to end the show, for real. That
You a hater.
Before we end it, let's go around real quick. So, we talked about a couple of different things, right? We talked about, spending time together, how you guys parent for the holidays. We talked about things like the ghost in the room, those uncomfortable feelings that, how did you handle them? Maybe how haven't you handled them? We talked about gifts, right? Like, how do you guys share gifts? And then we talked about, kind of group celebrations, right? Do you do it individually or collectively? Let's just leave the people with some, best practices or tips or lessons learned from our experience. So we'll start with D Wright first, and we'll go Drew. Give the people some tips on either all of those things or one of those things that has worked for you.
I would say go at your own pace. Don't put yourself in a situation that you're not ready for. And don't feel bad about it. Real talk.
That's real talk. Drew, what about you? What you leaving the people with?
All right. So holidays are a very emotional time a year for people. And with that being said, you have to understand that it's all about the kids. So fuck your feelings and do what's best for the kid on the holidays.
Hit the horn, D Wright. Hit the horn. It's all about the kids for the holidays. All right, Maul. What's your take for the people?
I would say if you have the opportunity to get you and yourself and your ex together and spend that holiday at the same time, celebrate that holiday at the same time, do it. And if your ex wants to get laid, fuck her.
Merry Christmas. Key, what you got for the people?
Drink that eggnog, baby.
I think, for me is make the time that you have with your child the best possible time, that it can be. So the holidays are tough, definitely, for a lot of people, especially, when you have to divide up, your time with your child. But, do the best to make, the time that you have with them amazing and do everything you can to put a smile on their face and enjoy the time you spent with them. And that's it.
I hear you. And for me, I would leave the people with, from my experience, is there have been a lot of things that have felt uncomfortable that I've had to kind of embrace, right? I think people hear the kind of term of, you have to embrace the uncomfortable or lean into the uncomfortable or move from comfortable to uncomfortable. And that's how you're going to make that new situation comfortable. I've been divorced now, a while, and there's been a lot of uncomfortable moments that I've had to face, either asking a question or, jumping into a situation that I wasn't comfortable with. And I feel that embracing those situations or talking through those situations has helped me have a better co-parenting relationship, have a strong relationship with my kids, and also, just have a better overall experience for everybody. So don't be afraid of that uncomfortable feeling. Listen, divorce is tough, right? And it's tough on everybody. But to help everyone get through that transition, everyone's going to have to start, pushing through some of that uncomfortableness to find that new normal.
I think Drew has something to say. He's flashing the mic.
Yep. Go ahead, Drew.
Yeah, Goran, I had a question for you.
Go for it.
So you've been divorced the longest out of everybody in the group. Do holidays get easy? Has the holidays been getting easier for you?
Logistics wise, it's easy now. It's clockwork. But emotionally, no. The holidays for me is still the toughest time. That's the time where it's, everything comes rushing back because like I said in the beginning, that's the family time. That was the family time where, as a traditional family unit, we spent a lot of time together because, we put everything else was aside, right? There was no sports, there was, no work. I used to take off around the holidays, Thanksgiving. I would take off pretty much in between Christmas and New Year's. So that was the time I was probably the most engaged, the most connected to, not only our marriage, but also the kids. I could do things like breakfast, drop them at school. I wasn't traveling, I'm dating myself here a little bit, but the BlackBerry was off, right? So there was no work emails. So it was that. It was total disconnected from all distractions, and it was true family time around the holidays. And that's changed drastically. And as my kids got older now, my kids are starting to, they don't have to follow a parenting plan anymore, right? They're older. They make their own choices. So if they don't want to come over and hang out with dad on the holidays, they don't have to, right? If they don't want to go with me, or, and the gifts, not that they don't mean as much, but they don't really want or need as much, right? I'm not buying the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip or the PlayStation 5 anymore, right? It's just gift cards or clothes or money, right? It's like, the gifts have changed. So yeah, holidays are,
That's interesting.
Holidays are tough.
That's interesting, G.
Yeah, I can feel if G's pain right now.
It's almost like, I never thought about that perspective though. It's like, as you get older, the kids are getting older, and now they're adults, and they may choose not to spend time with you.
Yeah. You got it. You got it. An uncomfortable feeling.
The empty nest
there may be a
syndrome.
time where, there may be a time where it may just be me for holidays.
Wow.
Never,
Yeah,
dude. Never. You always welcome over here, man. Always.
Hell yeah, bro.
No, I can feel like
Zach sleep on the couch.
the viewers can't see his face, but I can see it's really his G. Like his babies are getting older, and they are choosing to hang sometimes, and they're choosing not to hang. And this is a new chapter in his life, and it's like, wow, like what now? Like everything in his mind was dedicated to making these holidays good for them, and now it's like, damn, who do I make it good for? Myself? Maybe you should call your ex over, and y'all can like make some more babies or something like that. But
No, I feel that,
you
though.
you never answered the question. Like, have you extended the invitation to your ex?
No, I have not extended the invitation, but I would not be against it.
Okay.
Just recently, these last couple of, since COVID and things like that, we've started to do more group things where, the family that exists today, whether it's, the lady that I'm with now or the person that she's with, we are comfortable now spending, we've done that, on a couple of occasions, spending group time together. Right. So, I would be I would be open to, extending an invitation to do a holiday, or if she extended an invitation, I would definitely take her up on it.
Okay. So you should
That's
extend it
growth.
this year.
That's growth.
That is growth. That is definitely growth.
Hey, why don't you bring the new boo over? We'll have some eggnog. Come over and over. You should do it this year.
Great idea, Maul. Thanks.
Yeah, no, I mean it is. It's
But now your ass on the hot seat. Are you going to extend it?
Am I going to extend it
Yeah.
this year? Probably not, because plans have probably already been made. But
So you don't know.
I'll
You don't
definitely
know
do it.
plans.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Good answer.
You said plans have probably been made. You don't know.
Yeah. I
So
know.
you-
Well, we usually don't talk about what they've. I don't usually talk to her about what's going on until like either the day or two before. Like, oh, are you guys going out of town? You got people coming over, so I know holidays people kind of plan ahead of time. So
Right.
yeah, but I could definitely see myself next year, doing something. I should make that a goal of mine to have a big holiday where everybody's invited next year.
There's over a month. left
Destination.
between now and
Destination,
Christmas.
G.
Yeah,
Go to Cabo.
you could-
Get everybody to Cabo
destination
this
holiday.
year.
Z, you can
You could do it this year if you wanted
you
to.
can do it this year if you want to.
If
Over
you
a
really
month
wanted
away
to.
from
He said it's over a month.
Yeah,
You could tell her, hey, this is very important to
Yeah,
me.
I would like us to do it. You can do it.
He said you could.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Cool.
All right.
Yo,
No,
D,
it's
like,
like a
you
good
saw how he
conversation.
was sidestepping it, right? You caught that,
He
right?
was
D,
like-
right?
Yeah, yeah.
He
He
was
was like-
sidestepping it.
He was like, you're right.
He's like, you
Yeah.
That's a
know,
good point.
No,
That's a
yeah,
good
yeah.
statement.
Yeah, I
It is.
could
I
do
mean,
it.
there's definitely time, but
like, I can do it like 2022. Yeah, I can do it.
2022.
2021
It's
is not over
possible.
yet, right?
Mhm.
we got 3 holidays left. Pick one.
Come on, let's
said, I
let's
could
make it
do it,
happen.
but
Let's
I
make it
won't.
happen.
That's like a kid. He was like, I could, but I won't this year.
I could, but shit probably already arranged. So I'm a fall back this year, but next year. I'm gonna give it a go.
Nah, that just tells me this time of year he ain't really fucking with her like that. He got build up.
Nah, so listen, y'all. So, it's been a crazy year. Happy holidays for everybody. Hope everybody's safe. We got big holidays coming up. Listen, man, the Lame Show, we started this, back in January, and 45 episodes in, over 7,000 people have downloaded the show. We're listened to in more than 20 countries worldwide. The Lame Show is the show for the male perspective. We just want to thank all of the people who've listened, thank all of the people who've donated, thank all of the people who supported. Fellas, you got anything else y'all want to say before we sign off? Because the Lame Show's not coming to an end, but we're getting ready to switch gears for the end of the year and kick back up in the new year. So anything y'all want to leave the people with?
Y'all jump in. What a ride.
What a ride.
I'm totally tripping right now.
Yeah.
Did not expect 45 episodes later. Got closer to my boys. I got a text today from someone saying they were talking about the show, and every time I get one of those, I'm just like, wow, it's a trip. So thank y'all for the support. More to come. Keep watching us on social. Key, you want to chime in?
Yeah. This has been an absolutely incredible journey with you fellas, man. Like we all got 20 plus years of history, and we didn't know what to think of this. We didn't know if it was going to be 5 shows we would have done, maybe 10 shows if possible, maybe a month or two. We've been doing this for like 10 months. 45 episodes, 7,000 downloads, 23 plus countries. So this has been real fun, man, and just chopping it up with you guys on a weekly basis, on a daily basis. Jesus Christ, I'm sick of you dudes, man. But nah, I love y'all to death, man, and I appreciate this time that we get to do this, and I'm thankful for all the people that chimed in, that listened, that donated, that helped out. So this has been incredible, and we got more to come. Look out in the new year. We got a whole new game for y'all. So stay tuned. Drew,
Jamal,
you still with us, or you fell asleep?
No, I'm still here. No, this year was a great year doing this. I had a lot of fun with you guys. I had even more fun hearing from the people who listened to the podcast and got, value out of it. I'm glad that we were able to help a lot of people in the process. And stay tuned for season 2.
Season 2. More.
I just want to say it's been a wonderful ride. Drew, thank you for picking up the phone when I was crying. Goran, thank you for picking up the phone when I was drunk dialing you. Kia, thank you for making me laugh and opening yourself up, because this is like a total evolution. And D-Ride, thank you for just being my brother. You know who you've been. We've been like airtight since we met. So and guys, thank you for accepting me. I'm a weirdo. I know this, and I love it. So,
and we accept you for who you are.
We accept you, bro.
So, yes, I'm really like this. Yeah, he's really like that.
Yes, I woke up like this.
Mm-hmm. So, more to come, more experiences to share, and this is what it's about, fellas. Like anybody can do this. You got 3 friends, you got 2 friends. Just this is to the men who listen. Like, yo, don't be afraid to be revealing in front of your boys. We gonna laugh at you, yes, but we also gonna hug it. We gonna hug you too. So, just take that opportunity to don't hold stuff in as much as you have. Release it.
Definitely.
That's dope.
All right.
That's dope.
Listen, the Lame Show podcast, the only show for the male perspective. You heard? Hit the horn for me. Thank you for listening to today's episode of The Lame Show. Make sure you follow the show wherever you stream your podcast platform. Everything from Google, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, we're on it. And if you want to support the show, head over to buymeacoffee.com/The Lame Show, where you can buy us a drink for as little as $5, or you can support the show for as little as $10 a month. So, The Lame Show podcast. It's your show, the only show for the male perspective. You heard? We out.